video, I'll demonstrate how to send and receive faxes using Microsoft Outlook in a Microsoft Exchange environment. To begin, simply create a new email message, and then there's two options for sending the fax. You can either enter the number at FaxMaker.com for just a one-off recipient, or if it's someone that you're going to send faxes to on a more regular basis, it may make sense to put them into your contacts. So you just insert your contact as normal, and you'll see here that I have two contacts for Kevin Hodak, one to send an email and one to send a business fax. Outlook does this automatically when you populate the business fax field, so we'll just choose the business fax option. You can enter in the subject and body of the email. These will both show up on the cover page, as I'll show in just a moment. And then also attach any file that you desire to send. In this case, we'll just choose a JPEG image, but sending other types of documents such as Word or Excel or PDF is also supported. So our fax email is ready to go. We'll just hit send, again just like a normal email. This will make it to the fax server, and once the fax sends, we'll receive a transmission report back, one for each fax, letting us know that the fax in this case went out successfully. So you can see here in the additional information section that the fax did go out successfully. If the fax had failed, we would receive a notification here as to why it failed, such as busy tone detected or no answer from remote machine. In the event of a failure, GFI FaxMaker gives you the option to just reply to the email, and FaxMaker will read the resend code that you see here to resend the fax. Now you can see that the confirmation email does include an attachment as well. This is a copy of the fax that was sent out, so we can open it up and see exactly what the recipient received. So in this case, my cover page is set up to populate the recipient's phone number, the sender's name and company name, so you see the admin with GFI test, and then the subject and body of the email that was sent out. So with the body, you'll typically include something like please review and return, or whatever is appropriate for the outbound fax, and it'll be displayed here automatically on the outbound cover page. And in the bottom I have just a generic company logo and information. Obviously all of this can be customized to meet your company's needs, and each user can have their own defined cover page. And then the second and subsequent pages would be the attachments that we included, in this case just the JPEG image. Now received faxes are delivered to email as well. There's two options on receiving faxes. The first option is for the fax to be received with the fax data as an attachment. So we've got just a TIFF or a PDF image that will be attached to the email. The other option is to receive the fax as a link back to a file on one of your servers. So in this case, the file isn't actually attached to the email, and you would just click the link to access the received fax. One other thing to note here is that sending and receiving faxes in a Microsoft Exchange environment isn't limited to just Outlook. Any other client that you're using to connect to your Exchange server can be used for sending and receiving as well, such as Microsoft Outlook Web Access or a mobile device such as my Android here. The process is really the same either way. You send your fax as an email to the number at FaxMaker.com, and you can view your transmission reports and your received faxes through your email client. So to wrap up this video, I wanted to show just a quick overview of how this actually works from more of an administrative side of things. So when the user sends an Outlook email addressed to either number at FaxMaker.com or a business fax contact, that hits the Exchange server where there's an SMTP connector set up to forward those emails to the fax server rather than sending them to the internet like a normal email. FaxMaker will send the fax to the recipient's fax machine and then return the transmission report to the Exchange server as a normal email, where it's then delivered to the user and visible in their Outlook client.